I've been meaning to watch this one on stream. I've been wanting to watch this one actually. It's a Jurassic Park video, found footage. I don't know how good it is. I didn't watch it. I watched like the first seconds, and I was like, let's check it out. Engine Training Division, Behavioral Observation Log, Velociraptor. Why don't you show me why they call you Prison Mike?
Robert Muldoon.
Oh, I'll show you, all right.
Isla Nublar.
Ain't no saving your prison pouch when I'm around.
For Velociraptor Anteropus. The date is September 1st, 91. I'm standing here at the raptor enclosure prior to the evening feeding cycle. I will now document the feeding process, which I think is not as
Jeep is
efficient
so
as I would like.
cheesy, but I love it.
There are still many things that need smoothing out, but I want to keep it professional and objective in this log. Here, at the entry gates, we have a staggered system whereby doors can only be opened once further doors have been locked, similar to the double doors of a walk-through aviary in any zoo, where visitors close one door before opening the other to prevent
Dude, give me a Jurassic Park game where you got to get through there.
The birds in here, however, won't just escape, they'll gut you to death. But like I said, the system needs refining.
I just told you. Did you not listen at the beginning?
As it stands currently, only selected
it's like
carnivore
a
handlers
web series somebody made.
Myself are permitted to feed the raptors.
I think someone made this with like Unreal Engine or something. You know what I mean?
Done. The authorized
but that's the same voice from the Raptor guy, though.
To enter the buffer enclosure.
Oh, if you're driving, you get a pass. Look, he's got the SPC card.
We've tried feeding the raptors beef, lamb, chicken, pig, you name it, but they won't touch the stuff. They need living prey because they want to hunt. They want to coordinate and take down a live animal. So we've resorted to bringing in a cow or a goat once every 3 days. Ain't no way.
Appreciate the lyric tunes.
The handler will lead the cow into this enclosure. This buffer enclosure is double fenced with a steel barricade internally and then a 10,000-volt electric fence externally, mounted on concrete slabs which extend 10 feet underground to prevent the raptors digging.
Imagine a raptor digging.
The enclosure, as you can see, is fortified on both sides and from above to prevent the raptors leaping, because they're astonishing jumpers, easily clearing 10 feet plus. Now this is the actual feeding enclosure, and again the handler uses his swipe card at the scanner to open the gates like so. This pen opens up to the Velociraptor exhibit that visitors will see on the tour.
Yo, Prodigy with the raid. What's going on, Prodigy?
So that means where I am standing now is the rear
Welcome in,
of the
Raiders. I'm your host,
exhibit.
Savage Mike, and welcome to the greatest stream you've never heard of. How was the Resident Evil? Scaring the shit out of you? I hope so.
From the
Oh, so what we're watching is a Jurassic Park found footage analog horror film. I just peeped that it said horror, so shit's gonna get crazy here. But yeah, no, just got done snacking on some pizza, man. Just got done eating some dinner. Now we're about to make some magic. We're about to make some sweet, sweet, sweet magic. Also, we're gonna go back to watching our vid too, though.
I personally don't think any child visiting this park should see a 6-foot reptile eviscerating.
I'm so like I'm enthralled with this right now, dude. Yeah, exactly. I'm a big fan of Jurassic Park as well.
Once the cow is brought into this pen, the handlers exit, locking this gate, and then proceed out the buffer.
It's like a training video.
It is only once both gates have been closed and the handler is safely behind 2 locked gates that the raptors are permitted to enter this enclosure and feed. This fence, as well as the electric fence beyond, slide open, and the raptors enter where I am currently standing. For obvious reasons, I will not open this gate. But that is essentially the gist of how we currently feed the raptors here, while the construction
so I wonder
of the
if this is
raptor
before
pen
Prodigy with the power level of 16, getting powerful there, champ, huh?
The pack there.
Looking good on you.
Now, if we look out into the raptor enclosure,
kind of ironic you raid today. I'm going to be playing Valorant.
We bred 8 originally, and then 2 more were cloned on Sauna, but 1 did not survive transport to the park, leaving 1 big one to join the pack in here. When she came in, she took over the pride, killing half the original brood. Just 4 days ago, the big one killed a smaller raptor. So I'm always watching her. I don't believe we'll spot any of them right now, and that's probably because they are nocturnal.
Oh, dude, there's gonna be a
animals,
camera turn.
as are a lot of predators today.
Oh, you played today?
I've had many discussions with John about feed timing and
I just hear a
whatnot, and
Dilophosaurus.
possibly switching to nocturnal feeding, as daytime may cause stress and agitated behaviors.
I tried to get it to work, but it didn't. I thought you just got banned on there. That's why I was trying to be funny.
The last thing we want is an agitated velociraptor, believe me. And on that note, that completes this log of the feeding procedures. What the? Is that another? Shit. So as I documented earlier this afternoon, another raptor was killed. She was removed from the enclosure by a chopper, which was a disaster. She sustained a massive laceration to her underside and bled out.
What?
My guess is the big one took her out, but the enclosure cameras didn't catch it. There's only so many cameras you can place across an enclosure the size of several football fields covered in dense vegetation.
Right. Makes sense. Spend a little more money.
The surveillance footage from last night, after the dead raptor was removed, only raised more questions. I noticed the remaining 3 females being very busy, but I couldn't spot the big one. Anyway, another one down. 4 remaining raptors. I'll document the raptor pack dynamics tonight. They're bound to change after another member dies.
Another one bites
They
the
go
dust.
at the fence every night, never attacking the same place twice. They test the fences for weaknesses systematically. They learn and they remember.
I feel like it's me looking. I started turning my fucking head. I'm like, where the fuck's the dinosaur at? Yeah, don't even go near that.
That big one is a real problem. She's costing Hammond hundreds of thousands. When she was introduced, the dynamics of
looking
the
at him,
pack
looking
changed
at it.
significantly. Dominant from the start and absolutely lethal to any raptor that did not fall in line. She shows extreme intelligence, even problem-solving intelligence. That one, when she looks at you, you can see she's working things out. She doesn't test the fences anymore. She watches the others do it for her. They obey her completely. She directs them. I've seen that look before in lions and wolves, but not in reptiles. It's not.
Look at the video game walking.
It's something else.
That raptor didn't come with all its animations. What the hell?
She's making plans at the moment, and the other raptors are awaiting instructions.
It's fucking lurking, lingering.
This is the big one in the back. And now that they know there's something in the feeding enclosure, we might get to see what I came here for. Their communication is far more advanced than reptiles of today. There's verbal cues and sounds, but there's also eye movements and tail twitches. One thing about the big one is she's fairly stoic in her communication style. She's aggressive when she wants to be, but is not as animated as the others. She'll stand still and stare directly into your eyes for hours. The others I describe as more bird-like in their behavior, with erratic movements. Oh, here we go. She's chosen one of them, and they're off. These two are a few years older, and they seem to be the most loyal to the big one. They seem to be quite obedient to her. But where did she go? See, that's what she does. She gives out orders and then sits back and watches. and these two clowns do her bidding.
I recognize those guys from the movie.
God. Oh, shit. I've never seen one of them make contact with the fence for such a long time. Jesus Christ, I think she fried herself. You were here to distract me. Clever girl.
Is he? I kind of feel like I know he's not going to die because he doesn't die till the movie.
The following morning, the big one and her two remaining minions were tranquilized so that our vets could enter the enclosure and inspect the raptor's injuries. She sustained third-degree burns to all 4 limbs and lacerations to her mouth before being hurled some 40 feet away from the electric fence. She smelled of charred meat. Consequently, she died. This raptor in particular was far younger than the others. My guess is the big one picked on her specifically to test another region of the electric fence. This one mustn't have had the experience that the other raptors had and couldn't manage to execute the task without frying herself in the process. I would almost feel sympathy for her if I didn't have an obsessive
Nat
need
Geographic
to have them
and
all
shit.
destroyed before one of them eventually figures out how to escape their enclosure. The sedated raptors were moved from this enclosure to a far more reinforced pen. Unfortunately, that wasn't without another casualty.
Highly confidential, do not replicate. W video, bro. There's like a whole series on him. We'll get to